Next on our list, right, was a house in Wellington. Now, this is country New South Wales, out near Dubbo. And this is a bit of a classic one. Big house with huge sheds. I would say the sheds were better than the house, like in a way, and nice rolling hills and all the rest of it. But it's another example of where someone's bought a property, and you can actually look back in this one in the history, not only whether houses have sold and lost money or made money in history, but how many times someone's tried to sell a house in history. So this is one where the owners had tried to sell it. I think it was in 2017. And then they tried again in 2018. Market. Then they tried again in 2019. And they tried again in 2020. And then finally the market rose again enough. And they had renovated it. They had done a renovation to it. But finally the market rose enough to give them a return.
So in this area, Veronica, is it rural or just regional?
It's rural, although this is not a rural lot. This is like one of those lifestyle.
This is a smaller house lot in a rural area.
It was on 2,225 or 2,255 square meters. So what you call a lifestyle block in a
You're not running
area.
Cattle on that. You've got chickens.
You might have a goat. Yeah, and you could see your neighbours, that type of rural property. And, as I said, it might be a nice place to live. And if you're buying there to live and to settle down, it might be something of interest. But really you've got to think, those people
quite
tried.
A narrow market, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They tried and failed to sell for a number of years. So effectively it took them 4 years to sell it.
Ouch.
That's scary, because if you buy in that area and, particularly post lockdowns where there's been this migration to the country areas, and what if that isn't sustainable in a particular area? You too could find yourself, you want to upgrade, you got 5 years to plan that out.
Yeah, life can change pretty dramatically, and particularly if you had an impetus to start actually looking to sell 5 years earlier and you can't achieve that. Your kids might be finished school by the time you can actually get into the area that you wanted to be in.
Imagine if you got divorced. Imagine if
you're trying to sell for 5 years.
Yeah. Your whole life is put on hold.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful.
Or you have to dramatically drop to, there's a price for everything. Everything will sell in any market. Anything will sell in any market, but the price has to meet the market. So what I'm starting to see is perhaps a bit of a pattern that maybe it was overpriced compared to what people were prepared to pay at the time, but also a very limited small market for it in terms of buyer demographic.
Yeah. So they probably were relying on a Sydney-sider to go and buy it. Now, I don't know that for a fact because I didn't ring the agent and talk to them, but I could have. And to be honest, if you're looking at buying a property and you think that's the case, and you can find evidence of who else tried to sell it, what other agent tried to sell it, it doesn't hurt to pick up the phone and talk to them.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
just be careful with that one. It can be a very tricky one.